I played Lou Reed, Jimmy Reed, even Jerry Reed, REM, PIL, XTC, and now they're paving paradise. 3 hours ago, this station officially became the property of an enormous, faceless conglomerate. And now, my station manager is trying to beat down the door as I have decided to ignore the focus-grouped, market-tested playlist provided by our new corporate masters. I'm Jack Kozakowski, and I play what I want. At least for a few more hours. There is someone I need to hear from. My favorite caller. Because as soon as we start to play all the hits, she is never going to listen to this station again. If you're listening, Sweet Jane, call me.
Yes, I called in a to-go order as you predicted. I'm now jonesing for Felix's mole sauce on a daily basis.
Much better. You made my passion for these little slabs of wax and acetate even greater. Please let me, one last time, just play whatever your heart desires.
What are we listening to?
The sooner the better, Jane. All I got here is a granola bar. The bastards are gonna starve me out.
Okay, I put an extra container of mole sauce in here. You will be tempted to drink it. I recommend you don't.
Trevor, that's my mole.
Get her anything she wants, on me. I got a match to make.
Guess I'll just cover a shift. And feed a psychiatrist.
Closing time. Last call for drinks. I appreciate the support. I do. I have received dozens of calls. It's just not the one I wanted. Oh, and look at that. Call on the bat phone. You're on with Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Sweet Jane. I knew you'd turn up. Have you called with a request?
Build Havana by Future Clouds and Radar.
My favorite song by one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, Robert Harrison, the Elvis of artsy power pop.
I suppose I should just lay it on the line. We both know that you're never going to listen to the show again after today. This is our last call. Let's meet, face to face. We've got something here, Jane, something rare.
I'm sorry, Jack. I can't.
She gets so broken up she can't mend, and I get so blown away I can't understand.
You crossed the line today, Jack. Corporate is gonna have your head.
We both know that's not happening, Sussman. And the Ginger Rogers, the corporate's Fred Astaire. They give me a paycheck and I give them class. Tomorrow, then. Yep. Ah, it's you. Food guy.
Food guy / love detective. I'm gonna help you find Sweet Jane.
This is how I thought my day would go. Get shot down by my dream girl on the radio, and then bring some strange dude back to my apartment to binge on Mexican food. That's apparently laced with crack.
Wasn't shooting you down. She was flirting with you.
You're high. I've been flirting with Sweet Jane on the request line for 5 years. I know what flirting sounds like. Today, that was shooting down.
What if she just said, yeah, let's meet? What was the plan then?
That's the point. I wouldn't need a plan. We're the same person. We have the same taste. All the things that I love to do. Going out, seeing bands, traveling, lounging around on weekends, listening to records, talking about music. She would have been my partner in crime. This is the only tangible thing I have from her. She sent it to the station a while back.
45?
No, not just any 45. Otis Redding, You Left the Water Running. released posthumously. There's no return address on the envelope. I checked.
Well, we now know how to find her.
How's that?
Well, because, dear Watson, we now know that she's the type of girl that forgets to take the price tag off gifts.
Vinyl Countdown. It's in Queens.
I got the afternoon free. You?
You left the water running. 76, a tiny Memphis label released it, but nobody bothered to clear it with Otis Redding's estate. Lawyers pulled it and boom, instant collector's item.
This place is a treasure trove. Why don't you get more traffic?
Because we don't carry anything released after August 1st, 1981.
Why August 1980?
Saturday. It's the day MTV premiered.
As you can see, righteous lines in the sand don't make for outstanding business models.
Do you have any idea what woman bought this from you 2 years ago?
Hold on. Let me check my extensive computer database of purchases. No idea.
She prefers Atlantic Records sold to Motown. Her favorite Clash album is Sandinista.
Sandinista? Okay, ringing a bell. There's a woman who used to come in.
Name? Sounds like. Starts with?
Yeah, I got nothing. Wait, she's stopping after work sometimes. Wore a smock thing from...
Grocery town? She's here. I know it.
How?
They're playing the service industry. Much hyped indie power pop band out of Austin. You know, instead of Muzak.
Price check for Mama Pavia's spaghetti sauce.
Sweet Jane. Your name tag might say Sarah, but I'd know your voice anywhere.
God, why'd you have to find me? This ruins everything.
I suppose I was hoping for a slightly more, I don't know, enthusiastic, maybe, response. I thought we'd have something like we have on the radio.
What we had on the radio was great, but I already have too many men in my life.
Manager to register 6.
Look, I gotta go. I'm sorry, Jack. I had you filed in a very specific place in my life. It worked for me.
Oh, I'll just leave then. With my dignity shattered. It's cool. Well, I guess it's true. I do have a face made for radio.
I guess if it didn't hurt, people wouldn't write songs about it. Or take the quick route to the top of the library tower.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're running up the white flag when our troops can still take the hill.
Once more to the breach.
You heard what she said. Too many men in her life?
See, I see that as an opening. She's not currently exclusive with anyone. At least we know our task at hand.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but
I'm listening.
A few of you have expressed your desire for our meeting to focus more on meeting singles rather than just talking about being single.
Yes!
Toward that end, I'd like to set up simple coffee dates for any of you who are willing to brave being set up.
Yes!
I'll be emailing each of you an online questionnaire that I'm developing for Datewell, a new internet matchmaking service.
No! Claire, computers are for multiplayer role-playing games and posting funny videos of your cat. They can't find someone a soulmate.
They can identify interests people share so they don't waste their time with incompatible partners. I need a few good men and women, 100 of each, to be guinea pigs.
So, we have to have coffee with 100 men.
No, just with the person you're matched with. And you don't have to. It's completely voluntary.
Are you getting this?
Did Samson and Delilah need a computer? Did Brad and Jen? Did your parents?
Are you sure these are the examples you want to use?
We're willing to put so much into the hands of these machines. Where does it end? When do we say no more? When do we, like John Henry, take hammer in hand and beat that steam engine down? Right now, we can say, no thanks, computers. I got it covered here. Otherwise, soon enough, we're all those little fat people at the end of Wall-E. So, who's with me? Who will join me in saying enough is enough?
Let's ask. How many of you are game to try date well?
Proper matchmaking requires a boutique attention to detail. Okay? Like Jack from the radio this morning? I'm matching him with a girl he'd never seen. Can you dig it? Love at first sound. Computers can't do that.
The questionnaire I'm developing would have discovered the same connection, but with much less drama.
I got locked up for suggesting that I have a divine gift for doing exactly what you're trying to do.
You got locked up for the divinity part, not the gift part. And I don't claim omniscience. I'm meeting with a statistician who's helping me crunch the numbers.
Statistician? This is what we've come to? You actually believe that you and some nerd can do a god's work?
Hi, I'm the nerd. Peter Carnow. It's great to finally meet you, Dr. McRae. I read your book. Your work on personality signposting is dead on.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. And please call me Claire. This is Trevor. He's a steel-driving man who has an important appointment which will sadly cut short his ability to stay in chat.
Really? I have to go? Because I wanted to be here when you pulled out your calculator and quantified love.
Good night, Trevor.
I'm signing up, by the way. Yeah, I hope my date likes pi. And by pi, I mean the relation of my circumference to my diameter.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much for meeting me here tonight. This will be very helpful.
Yeah, it will be. I met with Kelsey Stanzler earlier, and we covered a lot of ground.
Kelsey Stanzler, the advice columnist from the Village Voice? I didn't realize Datewell was using more than one expert.
You're covering common interests and values, and she's all about attraction and desire, which can be important as well, don't you think?
Sometimes those things can't be overlooked.
The Keith to Jack Smick. We were never formally introduced.
The name's Trevor, and that chocolate bar's defective.
You mean it's stale?
No, I was hoping for a golden ticket. Instead, there's something written inside the wrapper.
I really don't have time for this.
Come on, just go with it. You ever do a scavenger hunt? You know, where you follow the clues.
I'm familiar with the concept.
This one's here, in this market. It'll lead you to Jack.
What's the best Prince song of the 80s? Raspberry Beret. Sorbet Beret. The greatest 2 a.m. album ever. The Velvet Underground and Nico. And on the cover, there's the greatest posthumously released song of all time. Easy one. Otis Redding, sitting on the deck of the bay.
Sarah's in the supermarket thinking I like her a lot. Even if I only met her, would really like to know her better. Thinking we should go on a date somewhere nice, somewhere great. Please, Sarah, don't make me wait. How about drinks? It could be just one.
What have I told you about skating back here?
Sorry, Mom.
My bad.
The men in your life.
Yep. So, Jack, still want to go on that date?
I'm on it. I'm balancing. Look at me. I'm on the skateboard.
It's not moving.
It would help if you pushed it.
Your friend's good with kids. How about you, Jack?
I told Sarah I was okay with kids. I was on autopilot. I would have said I was into Wicca or Pilates if that's what she liked.
Hey.
Look at that. You showed.
You keep coming up with new ways to look great. It is uncanny.
There's a smooth talk that made Jack Kazakowski number 3 in the morning.
Number 2 in the demos, baby.
And number 1 in our hearts.
Thanks for being free on such short notice. My usual sitter was busy, but your references checked out. Sounds like a nice guy, this Felix.
His children. They're such little princes.
I'm 13. I don't need a sitter.
Mine aren't.
It's a waste of money.
Okay, ground rules. Ben goes to bed at 9, Adam at 10. They can watch TV, but Ben is scared of any show involving ghosts or, for some reason, salesmen. It's weird. If you have any problems, my neighbor, Mrs. Turner, is right next door, and my cell and all other emergency numbers are on the fridge. Got it?
Ben 9, Adam 10, no salesman, Mrs. Turner next door, emergency number fridge.
All right, go with God.
Have fun. Remind me again, which one of you's Adam, which one's Ben?
Kid A, Kid B.
Great. Kid A, get your ladies on the line. Tell them to rally over to the party pit. We got a bottle for spinning. We know how to use it. Kid B, you can watch. Okay, that was a joke.
I'll be in my room.
What else you got?
Three months on the open road in a 1982 Eurovan with no AC.
And no worries. It was the best 3 months of my life.
And how many different music festivals did the 20-year-olds you hit?
17. 18, actually, if you want to include an impromptu Uncle Tupelo show that happened on the roof of a church in East St. Louis. Of course, I don't remember that night, but I'm told it was awesome.
I'm so jealous. You know, getting knocked up at 19 put a serious crimp in my partying, either with or like rock stars.
Never too old for an adventure.
What's the weather like in Neverland, Jack? You know, I always thought it was a wee bit sleazy when I heard married men say they were happy to be married like 364 days out of the year, but they wish that they could have that 365th night off. But sometimes, that's how I feel about motherhood. My boys are my favorite people on the planet. But yeah, one night, a year to have your life, I'd take that. Tell me that's just some long-haired fella that happens to bear a striking resemblance to the lead singer of Future Clouds and Radar?
I can't tell you that.
Thank you. My name's Robert Harrison, and I'd like to thank an old friend of mine, Jack Kozakowski, for inviting me to be here tonight. This one goes out to Sarah Porter, who has exceptional taste.
She gets so broken up, she can't mend.
I might be a little fuzzy on second grader social etiquette, but I'd ease up on the kissy sounds. It seems a little forward.
Well, I want you to have my baby.
Dude, way too forward.
Ben! I was on with Vanessa Salvetti.
Fine line between roughhousing and Cain and Abel.
Game over. Hello, game over. Come on.
Brother.
Telling Mom.
It's gonna be hard, seeing how Mom's never coming home.
Very constructive, Adam.
How this little apartment always stays so cold. Our love's in currency that I can't hold. We could bend Havana.
Yes, Trevor.
Claire, I need your help. It's an emergency.
Your problem, I'm quite sure, can wait until our next session.
No, it can't. I'm babysitting. The 7-year-old locked himself in the bathroom.
Give me 30 minutes. I know it's scary, but part of life is knowing that when someone goes out, they come back.
I tried the they come back route. I tried the don't give your brother the satisfaction route. I tried the you're gonna get your babysitter in trouble with your mom route.
Shh. Just because your mom went out to dinner or a movie doesn't mean she's gone. Ben, would you like to unlock the door and come out and talk to me?
No.
Maybe you could unlock the door and let me in?
Didn't even have to show him your degrees.
I really want to see you again.
Jack, this was a pretty great, an amazing night, actually, but I can't do this on a regular basis.
That's okay. I have a limited roster of indie rock legends that I can pull favors from.
I'm a mom. I don't go out except to pick up my kids from karate or guitar lessons. We eat meals in, I help them with their homework. That's not a life I wish on any single man, let alone one who says the best 3 months of his life was an 18 festival road trip.
Best 3 months. But that road trip was 4 months long. What I really want is just to see you as much as I possibly can.
Well, brace yourself. What we find inside might not be pretty. Hey, guys. Hey, Trevor. Hi, stranger. How was your night?
You came home. You came home. Adam said you were never coming home.
Adam?
God, you're such a baby.
Thin ice, Adam Miles Porter.
Of course, you take his side.
My babysitter called in a psychiatrist.
Trevor didn't want to ruin your date. Ben locked himself in the bathroom, and it seems
He wet himself.
Yes.
I thought we were past this. The school psychiatrist, he says it's linked to their dad's absence. He'd visit the boys for years after we left, but when he started a new family a year ago, the visit stopped.
Fears of abandonment can be very real in the aftermath of a divorce.
Yeah, I'm living with a double dose of it. Adam buries it in his cool facade, and Ben wears it on his sleeve.
So, how was it?
How's what?
The movie, Herbie Goes Bananas. The date, how was the date?
The date was amazing, but I think it just sunk in. You know, what the kids thing means. I'm not sure I can relate.
I got something to show you.
This is the room I grew up in. A rock and roll shrine.
You can't relate to these boys. You're not trying hard enough.
Jack Kozakowski.
In the flesh.
I listened to his show.
Oh, hey, I appreciate that.
G'day.
G'day.
It used to be really good. But now, it sucks.
Thanks for the feedback.
It's not your fault. You can't play what you want. Why do you even still want to work there?
Well, let's see. Keeps me off the streets. Pays the rent. Feeds into my general masochism.
Yeah, the money, I get it.
How quickly one moves from cult icon to sellout.
We did it. 200 singles have filled out our online questionnaire, an equal mix of your singles group, Kelsey Stanzler's loyal readers, and the Friends of the Datewell corporate staff.
So it's go time, huh?
Looks like it. Are you really into Tamara Delampizka, or is this like a Christmas gift from a patient?
I'm a big fan, pretty much of all things Art Deco.
Me too. I'm actually a member of the Art Deco Society of New York. Not that I go to the meetings or anything. I just like...
Getting the newsletter?
Yeah.
So you know when they're doing the guided tours and all that?
Okay, thank you for making me feel like less of a dork.
Well, we are total dorks. So I guess we should get this thing going, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait to see who it spits out for me.
You filled out a questionnaire?
Chef has to taste his own food, right? Maybe you should try it.
Oh, I'm not sure that would be appropriate.
Use a pseudonym. No one will know. See what it turns up. We sure have a lot in common.
Got a call at work today.
Wait. Give me 10 seconds of affirmation so I know that my life is not a lie. Did you like dinner?
I loved the meal. So much so, in fact, that now I want to celebrate. Remember when you said that you wanted to be me one night of the year?
Not in front of the progeny.
Elvis Costello is taping a live performance at the Bowery in 90 minutes, and you and I, are 2 of the 30 people on the list. Trevor's standing by. What do you say?
You go. Here at the Porter House, we start our science fair project tonight.
She don't suffer, she don't suffer, she don't suffer fools, suffer fools, suffer fools gladly. Suffer fools gladly. She don't suffer, she don't suffer, she don't suffer fools, suffer fools, suffer fools gladly. Suffer fools gladly.
So your new single's called ROFL.
I really think the album reflects me. Not that the last one didn't. It was me. It was just a different me, you know. I think what I'm trying to say is this album really reflects new me, you know, like now me, even though I recorded it 6 months ago.
She don't suffer, she don't suffer, she don't suffer fools, suffer fools, suffer fools gladly. Suffer fools gladly. She don't suffer, she don't suffer. She don't suffer, she don't suffer. She don't suffer, she don't suffer.
Clifford and I used to work together way back at a station in Flagstaff that no longer exists. Now he's running a station in Seattle. Says there's a job there for me.
In Seattle.
I mean, you know, what I'm doing here, Trevor, in New York, is killing me. Out in Seattle, I get to play what I want. It's a drive time slot. It's the perfect job.
Except it's in Seattle, which is why you passed.
I said I'd take a few hours to think about it. Look, maybe I can take the job. You know, I keep things going with Sarah, and then when we're ready, I'd ask her and the kids to move out there with me.
Seriously, is this your first day? Sarah's life, her boys' lives, they're here in New York. She's not gonna want to uproot and move to West Rains all year where they don't know anybody. She wants somebody to dig into the ground right next to her and settle in. That's how you make this work.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Running a bit late today, huh?
Didn't realize I was on schedule.
You're not. Did you eat?
Sorry. No, I haven't.
Why don't you take a load off, relax.
Hey, Jack.
Yes, kid A?
We have career day at school tomorrow. You mind showing up? Cooling all the lawyer dads? Don't get all weird about it. We won't start throwing a football around. No sex talks. Unless you need one.
All right, just so I'm clear, I'm not gonna be rubbing your head and saying, "Atta boy, champ."
Yeah, you get the picture.
All right, I'm in.
Perfect. Great. Bobby Ronson and some of those guys don't believe I know you.
Oh, hey. That's great.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's fine.
Too cold.
It's nobody important.
Jack, I was up all night worried about what you're gonna do. I tried calling you.
You did?
Enough times that I made myself feel uncomfortable. I ate an entire pound cake.
I'm staying. I got 3 pretty good reasons to stay in New York.
Excellent choice.
Hey, you got the afternoon free? You want a roadie for legendary DJ Jack Kozakowski? speaking over a Kid A's class in Queens. I could use some help hauling over some records. I'm almost ready.
What time are you supposed to be there?
1:30.
1:30. 1:30. Jack, that's an hour from now in Queens.
Sound very wife-like there, Trevor. Very un-rock and roll. Okay, I have 20 minutes in front of this class. I could get them an education. I could set these kids on the right path. I could, spin some stuff that they don't know, but stuff that they mostly like.
I think they mostly like if you were on time.
Oh, yeah, in a minute. Okay, we're gonna start off with Grandmaster Flash's white lines. We'll do a, public service, anti-drug kind of thing. The teacher's gonna love that.
Okay, great. And off to Queens we merrily go.
And then, Sabbath's War Pigs is a shout out to the 7th grade metalheads. For they too are our future. And then, maybe raspberries, yeah, delve into the joys of power pop. It's 1:25. I should have taken my car.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should have spent less time on the joys of power pop and more time on the ABCs of not letting kids down.
The train should be moving shortly. The MTA apologizes for the delay.
No service. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we missed it.
You're gonna have to make this up to Kid A in a pretty big way.
I know. Suspect his mother's gonna be an even tougher sell.
Hey, why don't you try her again?
Tried her like 10 times. Okay, she's made the decision not to answer.
Try her again.
I have been standing out here for a while, hand raised to knock, unable to knock.
Oh, yeah. I should probably let you guys make up.
I am really, really, really sorry.
I don't care. You talk for a living. You're good at it. My kids, they don't need any more talk. We've had our quota filled with men who disappoint. We need a man who shows up. Be amazed how hard it is to find that.
Yeah, but Sarah, I'm not one of those men who let you down. Maybe I was. I admit, I was not looking to settle down. I didn't want to. I just had this idea in my mind that you were the same as me. You were a fellow rock and roll nomad.
Is this meant to comfort me?
Now, I just sit in my booth wanting to get home for pizza night. Wondering how Ben did on a spelling test. Trying to get a smile out of Adam. When I think of home, I think of where you and the boys are. I was never interested in any of this. But then you had to go make me fall in love with you.
What did you just say?
Don't make me repeat the chorus.
The boys are at karate. And then their friend Milo's mom is picking them up for a sleepover.
Well, it seems like the perfect time to put on Astral Weeks.
You've reached the Porters. Leave a message.
Jack, it's Cliffy. So whose place am I calling? Hey, is it true you domesticated? That's too bad, man, because I got the best job in America waiting for you in Seattle. You asked me for more time to consider the offer. I've given you more time. Come on, man, quit keeping me hanging, buddy. You and I know there's no way you're ever going to be happy playing that top 40 crap.
Hey. So, that guy from the radio station?
Jack?
Yeah. If he passes out and his own sick, you're cleaning up.
Jack, what happened?
Sweet Jane.
She broke up with me. She said we only had two scenarios. Either I'd eventually leave her, or I would stick around and resent her for it. She said we would only end tragically. I told her she was wrong. She wouldn't listen.
She wouldn't listen today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's a great day for listening.
There's nothing keeping me in New York now. I should have taken Clifford's offer. Maybe they haven't filled it. Maybe I could still call.
Did your musical heroes quit when the going got tough? Did The Clash? Did the Beatles? Did the Doors?
Well, in that order, yes, yes. And I have killed men for far less than insinuating that I ever liked the Doors.
Ready to quit that easily? Maybe Sarah was right to cut you loose before you broke her heart.
Must you punish us?
Want to hear Jack? Change the station, Ben.
No, you're on in Red Hook.
Hey, what happened to Jack? Why is he not anymore?
Jack Kazakowski hit the road a couple of weeks ago. Now you're hanging with the Moon Queen.
There you go. He's probably in Seattle by now. I'm sorry. Ben, you get to choose the station in the car, okay? Anything you like.
Hi, may I have a large coffee, please? And do you have any croissants today?
I think I took the last one.
You realize you're obligated to share it with me now, right?
So I did what you suggested.
I can be very suggestive.
I filled out a questionnaire. Picked a pseudonym.
I have the results right here in my bag. Should we...
Too busy for a second date, but not too busy for a freaking pastry, eh? True connection. When you know, you know. Let's welcome the dawn. You sleazy lying creep.
Let's welcome the dawn?
I don't suppose we could forget the last 40 seconds ever happened, could we?
No. But we can forget about all the time leading up to it.
Right. I understand. You still want to see the Daywell results? Or if they matched us, will you lose all faith in computer dating?
Oh, no.
Tamara Delempica.
That's your match.
Tamara. That's a hot girl's name, right?
I've known two Tamaras. It can go either way.
Tamara.
Sarah, is your cell phone off?
Oh, dead battery. Great.
Ben's school called. They've been trying to reach you for an hour. He's locked himself in the boys' bathroom again.
Ben, you okay?
Yeah.
He called me on my cell phone. I came as soon as I heard.
I brought you some clothes, unless you want to stay in what you have.
Kind of feel like I'm in a dress, so thanks for coming.
Thought you'd be in Seattle by now.
Seattle didn't sound like a fit. Flannel shirts, coffee, outrigger clubs. Thanks, but no. The fact is, I think maybe New York City still has a lot to offer.
You think so?
I do. I've been working on figuring out what work would make me happy. I figured if I could make myself happy, then I could spread some joy.
How's that working out for you?
I think I'll get my answer soon enough.
I like their chances.
Their common interest didn't hurt.
Listen, I'm gonna go see Jack and Sarah and the kids after this for the grand opening. Any interest in joining me?
Me? Now?
Can we not pretend you have any other plans?
I'll get my purse.
Great.
Still worried about carrying CDs alongside the vinyl?
You know, with MP3s all over, CDs are the new vinyl. Just retro enough.
Oh, look at Adam. He loves this place.
Yeah, kid knows his stuff. You taught him well.
Look at this. All the bands I listened to in college. Pavement, Liz Phair. I loved this Lemonheads record.
Do you have a record player?
No, but maybe I'll get one.
Maybe you'll meet a guy who likes records too. Explore your commonalities, like your Datewell questionnaire.
Datewell and I have parted ways.
Oh? Why?
Recent developments suggest to me that a computer may be unable to identify certain factors required to bring a relationship to life.
Interesting.
Yes, this is where you gloat, brag, do your little goalpost dance.
No dancing. For it seems we have made an ideological do-si-do.
What, you think computers can play a role in bringing people together?
Provided they work hand in hand with a human understanding of relationships. Look, I might have been a little hasty and harsh with you, Claire, and I owe you an apology for not being more open to other perspectives.
Wow. Well, thank you, Trevor. That really means a lot.
You're welcome, Tamara.